name is Pawan Pandita. I am your coordinator for today's Java 101 workshop. So before we started, I guess you guys might be wondering why this Java class? Why we are conducting this session for you? Why we are starting this initiative? As we all are facing this COVID-19 situation and we see tech industry is going through a rough time, people are losing their jobs, especially for fresher and students. It's very hard to get a good opportunity in industry right now. So we have started an idea, tech industry, to help all those students, graduates, young professionals who want to upgrade their skill set and also help them to get a better job opportunity. So for our first session, we have Raman Pandita. He is in IT industry for quite some time. He had worked with different clients in multiple projects and technology, including Spring Boot's Hibernate microservices, REST API, extra. So without further ado, I will hand over this session to Raman.
Hi, Pawan. Thank you for the introduction. I hope you can hear me well. If not, please let me know. Can somebody just confirm me if you can hear me properly?
Yes, Raman, it's fine for me.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
So how about others? I can see a few people have joined. I can see Premlata, Niharika, Pramod. So is the audio clear? Let's start through the session. Maybe you can catch up while we speak. Screen. So yeah, I'll just go through the agenda one by one, and for today's session I think we'll keep it very simple, just the basics. So it'll be like introduction into Java, then we'll have access modifiers, we'll have operators, then the flow control. These are all technical aspects of Java. I hope that you have at least some understanding of these, maybe a previous language, some other language, maybe you have worked in C or C++. At least I'm expecting that. Yeah. Guys, can you see my screen? Let me share your. Now, maybe now. I think. I'm sorry, I didn't even share the screen. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was. After arrays and strings, we'll go to explore. Then we'll go to exceptions, garbage collections, then a little bit about threads, and then we'll go to the question and answer section. I'm not sure like we can cover all of these. Try to at least finish some of them, maybe half of it, because we have limited time. Since this is a Zoom free session and it limits our call to 40 minutes. So guys, yeah. First question, what is Java? So Java is a programming language, as you already know. Okay, we have a lot of languages already in the market, and Java is probably one of the biggest, one of the oldest language that we have. So if we just go right from the inception of Java, it started with Sun Microsystems in 1995, and you might have heard the name James Gosling. So he was the guy who started Java and and gave us all this programming constraints and all stuff. So yeah, it's just like any other language, like we have C, C++. Then if we already had these languages, why these guys came up with Java? Maybe this may be the question you might be encountering, right? So I'll just give a little heads up with the other languages that we had in market before Java. So we had C, we had Basic, Fortran. All these are procedural languages, right? And we didn't have enough liberty to bind data as well as procedures or functions that we have in Java together. So it was little hard, and the code was always going cumbersome. It was getting heavy, and the files were growing up from KBs to MBs. So it was little difficult to handle all that. And Java came into picture. There were many other factors as well, and the prime factor being OOPS, object-oriented concept. So having said that, I think I'll just move to the next slide. So we had C, Fortran, Basic, all these were procedural languages. Java is an object-oriented language, and it has been in market from almost you can say more than 25 years, because it was launched in 1995, 1996, first Java SEC version, Java SE1, and for sure it's not going anywhere in near future, if it has already survived this much. So we'll definitely talk about all these object-oriented concepts. Before talking about this, I'll take you through the language constructs, so you can understand object orientation of Java, right? Then we'll talk about platform independence. So I'll just give you a little example. Let's say everybody has a phone in their hands right now. Right? We have Android phones, we have Apple phones that are on iOS. The Android ones run on the Android operating system, right? So, and of course, we know that the app that runs on an Android phone does not run on iOS, does not run on Apple platform, and vice versa. Apple phone apps do not work on the Android ones, right? That's why we have two different Play stores. These Apple guys have App Store. We have the Android guys have Play Store, right? So why this is happening? Because they are not platform independent, and we need an Android base or Android operating system to run Android applications. And similarly for Apple. Similarly, we had this issue earlier that specific languages used to run on specific platforms. Let's say if we talk about C Sharp, the prime language of Microsoft, right? So it only works on Windows operating system, which is not the case with Java. Java is a platform independent language. You just need to have a JVM on your system, right? And I have a very beautiful slide explaining that next. And it's compile and interpreted language that also will be there next. So I'll move to the next slide, right? So what happens, whatever code we write in Java, that comes under .java file. So anything, let's say we have a basic thing of having two numbers and we just wanted to add them, maybe 2 plus 3. So for that, to achieve that in Java, we need a program, and that program usually has an extension of .java, right? So we have an intermediate thing called Java compiler. This machine, what it does, it will compile a .java file into a .class file. I'll right away, I'll just show you how it does, where it actually says all. Then this .class file is read by Java virtual machine, and this is what I was telling you here, platform independence. So to have, to achieve platform independence, we have this JVM. So we just need to have this JVM in the machines, and the rest, this JVM will take care of everything independent. You just need to write the code. That's it. Okay. So maybe I just had this basic Java file ready. What I did, I just went to file, I created a new project, Java project, and it gave me this source folder and JRE. So before I start, I just wanted to let you know that this is running on Java 1.8, or you can say Java 8 environment. Okay. So I created a file with extension .java. This is a class file, okay, and it stays in the package home.practice. You can have any package name here. Right? So since we are all quarantined home and we are practicing, so I just named it as home. So I'll just remove this. So this is the basic structure or skeleton of the Java class. It has nothing. It has a keyword called Java, called class, and this is the class name, right? And then we need a method in every Java class to run. We anything that we want to achieve programmatically, we need a method for that, right? Along with variables which will be introduced soon. So this is a basic. This is the first method that usually executes, in not usually, for sure. So this is the first method that JVM looks for in our complete project. Okay, and execution of a Java program starts from this method. This method is called main. You can see the name. So, and this method has type, string, array, and these are the our values. And you can see here system.out.println. I hope everybody knows. If not, I'll just let you know. So system is a Java class. It comes in a Java.lang.system package, and out is a variable of that, right? And out has a method called println. Not variable, this is actually an object. So this is the very basic first Java program, as we all know. So what are the takeaways from this class is it starts with the name class. It has a class name which we can give any name. Okay. Then we have a method called main method, and what this method does, if you can see here, print ln. So ideally, this should print what is written inside these double quotes. Okay. So our first program is ready, and I'll just show you how to execute it. So I have used this Eclipse tool to write the Java program and execute it. You can directly go to run as this Java application will be executed. I have console open. So here you can, I hope you can see the result here. Hello world from home, right? If you haven't had any programming experience in the past, I think you should be happy about this. See the output. Okay? This is the first Java program. So how simple it is, right? We did nothing. We just had a main method. All this I'll discuss later. Why we have this public static void. Why we have this string array type. This is an array type. Everything will be discussed. But I just wanted you to know like how to do the very basic, very basic first program in Java. Fine. So anything, any question that you wanted to ask so far, I would be happy to answer. Or if you had any doubts for this session or on this program. So guys, I hope I'm visible and audible. Nothing. All clear. Clinic all clear. No. Good. So no questions means you're good, right? I'll assume that. So yeah, the following slide was the same that we just did. It had a package name, it had a class, we had this main method along with this system of out of printer. the statement is used to print something on the console on the screen. Right? So next on our agenda was Java keywords. So when we talk about a language, we have a lot of keywords associated with it that help us to achieve achieve everything, achieve all the benefits, achieve everything that we can do with that language. Right? So these are many of them. There are many other keywords as well. I try to mention almost whatever I could remember. We have abstract. This one you have already seen in class, right? Then we'll go through these extends, increments when we are in groups, when we create an object, we'll come up with new. We have static when we talk about memory management. This source is part of exception handling. Okay, so there are many keywords. So we'll go through all of them one by one, right? Yeah, let me start with the basic ones. So what makes the building blocks of Java or any other programming language as such, right? So which brings us to the topic data types. Okay. So when we talk about Java, we have basic eight primitive data types. We call it primitive types. We have different type of data types also that are customized. So we'll talk about them later. Okay. So Zoom is giving you this notification that your time is about to expire. I'll quickly go through at least this slide. Okay. So these eight types are byte, short, int, long, float, caret, boolean. So with these eight types, we can achieve different types of data. Okay. These are in a different word. We can say these are containers which are used to hold data temporarily, right? So I wouldn't waste much time and directly go to the screen. So if you have already programmed in past, you have usually seen how we write it. Right? So we'll say a keyword int which gives us an integer type of data, and we hold something in this, right? And we try to print this. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the output plus 2, right? So what has happened here? If you have written something like this, int followed by a variable name, okay? This was the primitive names that we already saw in one of these slides. And then we have assigned it with the number 2. So this is nothing but a variable, and variable is a container. It's a temporary space where we save our data, and 2 is a data, right? Now what happens in background? What JVM does, everything is linked to JVM. So JVM will read this line and it will try to assign some memory. When we talk about container, so container should have some memory, right? So JVM will try to give a memory to this variable A, okay? And that memory will depend on the type of data that we use here, which is int. So if we see, int uses 4 bytes of data, right? And its ranges from, if you can see, minus 2 raised to 31 to 2 raised to 31 minus 1. Okay, and it can have all these values. It can have 1 to 55 as a value, this value, all these values. Okay. So I just wanted, why I had this here. I have seen many videos and online lectures where everybody is using it as basic data type. But what I wanted to tell you here is we already have the perfect data type for this length of data, which is 2. The 2 is comes under this range. So I told minus 2 raised to power 7, 2 raised to power 7, which is 128, right? So minus 128 to 127. This much data you can have in byte. If you want to declare something, since we are having this 2 and it comes in the range of minus 128 to 127, we can of course use byte here, and we can save. You can see here it has used 1 byte of data, and it was using 4 byte of data, right? So you can directly save 3 bytes of data by declaring byte instead of int. I'll just show you it. Right? So the range you can see minus 125, right? But if we take it 130, then let's see what happens. So it is giving me a compile time error, and it is saying that we cannot convert it from integer. So minus 130 doesn't come under that range, right? So that was very basic about data type. Similarly, we have byte, the short we have 2 bytes, int has 4 bytes, long will take 8 bytes, float will take 4 bytes again. So this float and double are, they are decimal types. You can see here data is 0.0, 0.86. Then we have character takes 2 bytes, and character means like normal strings A, B, C, or your name, my name, anything. Then we have Boolean, which has a true and. So I think we are already short of time. So I'll hold this session right here now, and I hope you had a good time as I had explaining you these concepts. And if you have already understanding of all these, then it will be normal for you. But definitely we'll go to other sessions where you will find, information that you may not know. And next session I'll be taking on Java 8 features. Great, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this session. So yeah, maybe Pavan, if you want to touch on. Any questions? Anybody?
Raman, I have one
Yeah,
question.
sure. Yeah.
If I store integers in byte, then I can also perform all the algebraic operations on that also.
Yes, of course. If you store integer in byte, but that integer has to be in the range of minus 2
Yeah,
raised to
yeah.
power 7. Yes, of course
Okay,
you can
so
do it. Yes.
okay, so if I do like byte A is equal to 70, byte B is equal to 80, then it can do all the algebraic operations also.
Of course, yes. It's just
Okay,
like integer. It's just like integer.
okay.
Not that issue. But this is just a way. See, Let me show you it as well. I think we are. So, fine.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Just like an integer. Yeah. Great. Thanks for the question. Anybody else? Anything? I hope I was clear. Right?
I hope this session was fruitful to you and it has added some value to your Java knowledge. Just for your info, we are planning to upload all our session to YouTube channel for you. Hope you like our content and continue with us in the journey of learning Java. Thank you.